Our 4 Master Set player items that we can acquire during Chel Week, all at 84 overall. We have Jacob Trouba from the Ducks, Jacob Slavin from the Hurricanes, Tom Wilson from the Washington Capitals, and Nazem Kadri from the Calgary Flames. Now, when you load into Hockey Ultimate Team for the first time, you are going to see a vote. This vote is important. Whoever receives the most votes throughout the week on Friday, September 8th, when the content rolls over for Chel Week, whoever gets selected the most will get a +1 overall boost. So vote for whoever you want, whoever is your favorite player. For transparency, I went with Tom Wilson, and I'll explain why. Let's start first with the 84 Tom Wilson at 6'4", 225. He comes with Spark Plug, and anytime that you get a hit with Tom Wilson while using Spark Plug, you'll get additional pressure, as well as a speed boost and acceleration boost after delivering a hit. Now, he comes with 86 speed, 87 excel, with 83 agility, good balance at 89. His shot is in the mid-80s, and he comes with 90 body checking. Now, again, he will receive a +1 overall boost if he is the one that is voted on the most, which would put his speed to 87, acceleration up to 88. Now, another thing to consider is that Tom Wilson does get a pretty big bump from the line combination boost. He'll get a +1 overall if he is paired with a Swede and a Canadian, meaning that if he were to win the vote, he'll jump up to 86 overall if you can get this activated. Next up, we have the 84 Nazem Kadri at 6', 185. The left-handed center comes with Ankle Breaker, which in NHL 26 will allow you to get a boost of speed when you pull off a deke successfully when you're near a defender. He's got 86 speed and excel with 85 agility, mid-80 shot and hand stats, as well as 85 body checking. He also comes with 89 faceoffs, which is one of the higher faceoff ratings in the game currently. Now, Nazem Kadri can also get a +1 overall boost if he is paired with a German and an Edmonton Oiler, as well as a Swede or a Washington Capital. So if you made Tom Wilson and Nazem Kadri, you could go with someone like Marcus Naslund, and you would get a +1 overall boost. On defense, we've got the 84 Jacob Slavin at 6'3" at 207. The left-handed defenseman comes with All-Star Stick-em-Up at 86 speed, 85 excel, 84 agility, so decent skating. He also has 85 body checking and 90 defensive awareness with 92 stick checking. There are not a ton of great left-handed defensemen at launch, so he would be a pretty strong choice as well. And then we've got the 84 Jacob Trouba at 6'3", 212, an all-star truculence at 85 speed, 84 excel with 90 balance, as well as 88 body checking and 85 defensive awareness. Truculence is one of the best abilities in the game, so again, Trouba would be a strong option. There are quite a few good right-handed defensemen, however, but you can't go wrong with Jacob Trouba. Now, at the time of this recording, it does state that it is running until noon Eastern time on Friday. We'll see if that changes, but to acquire any of these Master Set player items, you are going to need to trade in 3 81 to 83 overall Chel Week player items, as well as an additional 2 81 to 83 items from any release. Now, to get those 81 overall Chel Week players, there is a set where if you trade in 5 78 to 80 overall items, you can acquire an 81 overall Chel Week player that is untradeable. And again, you'll need at least 3 to make a Master Set player. Now, the first thing that you want to do when trying to make a Master Set player item, you want to head on over to Moments, and there is 4 Chel Week moments that you can complete. You've got one for Kadri, Slavin, Trouba, and Wilson, and each one is going to give you a 78 overall player, so you'll need one more to get a free 81 overall Chel Week item. On top of that, if you head on over to Objectives, you've got Chel Week Objectives, and by completing all 4 of these Chel Week objectives, you'll also receive an 81 overall Chel Week choice pack. So again, another free additional 81 overall item. And when you complete these objectives by playing 2 games, taking 45 shots with a Chel Week player, scoring 20 goals with a Chel Week player, and 18 games in total in ranked, cup chase, or champs, you'll get 4 more 78 overall player items. Again, you need 5 to make 181 overall. Now, at launch of the event, you've got 581 overall Chel Week player items featuring Ryan Reeves, Brandon Tanev, Elvis Merzlikins, as well as Trevor Zegras and Brad Marchand. We'll start first with the 81 Trevor Zegras at 6', 185. He comes with Specialist Ankle Breaker with 84 speed, excel, and agility. A shot in the low 80s, however, he does have 86 deking. He is a pure left-handed winger, in my opinion. The The 81 Brad Marchand at 5'9", 180 comes with Specialist No Contest, and only 83 speed and excel with 81 agility. Again, a pure left-handed winger. This would definitely be a theme team item if you are looking to build out a Panther or Bruin theme team. Keep in mind, there is a +1 overall boost if you pair a Panther with a Blue and Ottawa Senator. So if you have those options available to you, Brad Marchand would be a +1. Next up, we've got Elvis Merzlikins with Specialist Showstopper. Now, he is 6'3" and has 86 speed, which is nice, but something I've noticed early on with goaltenders is their aggression is very high in comparison to prior years. And early on, goaltenders have been even worse than they normally are, simply because their aggression is so high, so heads up there. Then we've got Ryan Reeves at 6'2", 225. The right-handed winger comes with Specialist Big Rig, 86 speed, 81 excel, with 94 balance. He does have 90 slap shot power with 89 wrist shot power. However, his accuracy is brutal. His hand stats are even worse, but he does come with 92 body checking. He is a pure right-handed winger. And then lastly, we've got the 81 Brendan Tanev from the Utah Mammoth. At 6', 189, he comes with Specialist Spark Plug, 91 speed, 90 excel, with 85 endurance. Again, his shot is a little rough, as are his hand stats, sub 80. He's a pure left-handed winger, but at 91 speed with 90 excel, that's pretty good. Now, in the store, if you head on over to Chel Week, there is a Chel Week Core Choice Players Pack that is account-bound. So when you're ready to start tackling those objectives, you can do this pack for free, throw the card in your lineup, and you can start working towards those objectives. However, what I would recommend is to do all of the moments first to get 478 overall players that are untradeable, and then just play 2 games of Cup Chase or Ranked, whatever you want, and that will get you a 5th 78 overall player item. And then you want to take those 5 players and throw them into this set. And the reason why you want to do this first is because you can't choose who comes out of that pack when you do the set. So once you do that, you can then open up your free Chel Week Core Choice Player Pack, and then you can choose a different player than what you got out of that first set, and now you've got 2 players ready to start tackling those objectives. Now, we also got a complete breakdown of the content that's coming throughout the week. There will be 5 days of content for the Chel Week specifically. On Tuesday, we are getting a new chemistry boost added to the game on top of what we already have, where you add a Toronto Maple Leaf with an Edmonton Oiler and a New York Ranger, and you will get a +5 AP boost for your team. We're also getting 3 82 overall items from the Chel Week release with Ty Domi, George LaRock, and Matt Rempe that you can acquire from the Chel Week event. On Wednesday, we are getting a new collection where if you collect the 79 Kevin Weeks, Ryan Whitney, and the 80 overall Eddie Olczyk, it looks like we are going to get some sort of reward if we collect all 3, plus all of those cards back. And then on Thursday, we are getting a Spotlight player item. I would have to assume this would be the 85 overall Sam Bennett that was shown off during the Hut Deep Dive. It was listed as a Spotlight player item, so I'm guessing that's who is going to be the Spotlight player. And then lastly, on Friday, we are going to find out who won the vote from the 4 Master Set player items, and whoever wins is going to get a +1 overall boost. Now, the normal content should release as well. Tuesday, we'll get our first normal content drop, same with Wednesday, and then Friday, with Worldwide Launch, I don't know if we're getting a week 2 of Fresh Ice. I think that was an early access exclusive, so we might get our first actual event on top of that. So something to keep in mind, but make sure you subscribe for the most up-to-date news, tips, and info for NHL 26. I'll see you next time.